Elon Musk once said that Tesla's vehicle costs were a humiliating level attributable to the rising expansion. The Tesla president likewise said that Tesla intends to make EVs reasonable. Thus, this could be the reason the automaker is beginning to reduce costs for a portion of its vehicles worldwide, albeit the cost of vehicles might be great for Tesla EV purchasers. American speculation: the executives of Morgan Stanley have said that Tesla's value activity might be speeding up and emptying in electric vehicles. Hello, folks. Invite back to Tesla tomorrow. In December, Morgan Stanley's examination said that Tesla's sliding stock cost addresses a purchasing opportunity anyway. So the organization's actually cut its value focus from $330 for each offer to $250. Tesla's stock completed a wild year in 2022 with the NL choppiness and reduced Morgan Stanley's cost. Target didn't help by any stretch of the imagination, and presently, the firm is by all accounts becoming an ever-increasing number of worried about requests, as it has expressed that there is an oversupplying EVs in the market. Rather than the possibility of an intense undersupply of electric vehicles, might the EV business at any point be perhaps seeing an interest decline? How about we find out yet? Before we do, on the off chance that you like this sort of happy, remember to hit that like button, buy in, and turn on notices to move modern on everything along on with Tesla. Financial backers will be aware there's an oversupply. When organizations begin to dial back their EV designs as opposed to persistently develop them, which as of now being seen with numerous EV creators, as most would agree that there is no oversupply of electric vehicles, but instead an oversupply of convincing electric vehicles. Numerous examination, except that in the next few decades in excess of 1 billion EVs will be sold as worldwide EV creation goes up. There's no question that electric vehicles are the fate of driving and portability, and despite the fact that fresher materials might be utilized in battery science and developments will continue to occur, the pattern is irreversible in light of multiple factors. When the primary electric vehicles were presented extremely high starting expense, low battery range, low speed, and much lower natural worries brought about the business not requiring off anyway. The most recent 10 years have seen widespread premium among unique gear producers, clients, and legislatures, bringing about immense speculations being made in electric vehicle assembling and battery innovation, and further bringing about large number of vehicles getting sold in different nations. Increment a great many people currently see that there are various advantages to utilizing electric vehicles. One of these is the tremendous expense. Investment funds on running and support running and upkeep expenses are a significant piece of the proprietorship cost of any vehicle, and it is presently deep-rooted that electric vehicle purchasers burn through substantially less on effort and upkeep, as electric vehicles have less moving parts than a gas motor, which makes it simpler to keep up with theirs. Likewise, the piece of advantageous charging and convenience. Electric vehicles depend on power to charge their batteries, as opposed to utilizing petroleum derivatives like petroleum or diesel. With more electric vehicle battery energizing stations popping now, it will be simpler for the clients to charge the batteries at a close-by station as opposed to stand by in a long line at petroleum siphons. The electric vehicle proprietors can likewise decide to accuse the batteries of charging hardware from the solace of their homes. While there are a few factors that help the development of electric vehicles, government strategies have urged more individuals to consider purchasing an electric vehicle. A few legislatures universally are empowering the electric vehicle industry through sponsorships and guidelines, and customers are requesting low-emission transport choices rather than petroleum product choices. No question, a downturn is coming, and this will in all probability influence electric vehicle requests. A few experts worldwide have anticipated that the downturn will probably negatively affect the interest in electric vehicles. Morgan Stanley Adam Jonas has additionally cautioned that his electric vehicles have moved from a condition of intense undersupply to a potential oversupply, and that financial backers should limit rising gamble of pessimistic income corrections for the year 2023 that powerful hits an industry with high relative valuations and significant expenses. Morgan Stanley thinks 2023 could be a reset at this point for the electric vehicle market, where the most recent 2 years of interest surpassing inventory will be considerably modified to supply surpassing interest, as strolling Stanley experts noted. In this climate, we accept players that are self-subsidized, non-dependent on outer capital financing, and show scale and cost authority all through the value chain, from assembly to upstream material stock. These players can be relative victors in this light. The firm thinks that organizations like Tesla and Rivian Car are probably going to perform better compared to those like Friska, Clear Gathering Life Cycle Property, and numerous others that might experience considerable seriousness during a downturn. And throughout recent weeks, Tesla cut costs in China on the Model Y and Model 3 for the second time in under 90 days. And actually, a car gave a conveyances report that missed assumptions with the economy at an emphasis point between getting expansion fears and expanding assumptions for a downturn starting in 2023. The market doesn't have any idea what to think about moves like Tesla's enormous cost cuts in China, the US, and Europe even include investigations like cooking home protections. Ronald Jessica has said that these cost cuts could push Tesla's overall revenues 25% lower than Walroad's agreement and channel benefits from every one of the automaker's contenders. Weber Channel says Dan Ives feels that this is the right move to kick off the EV progress in the midst of large-scale vulnerability. As per Dan Ives, this present time is the opportunity for Musk to leave Tesla through this time of gentler interest and not an opportunity to be hands-off, which is the view of the road. Ives portrayed this as a crossroads kind of for Tesla, where Eliza laid the foundation for the preparation for the following part of the network, which will proceed with its slide. The EV area got going in 2023 for certain fits and starts in the midst of a revamping of needs on the lookout anyway. Tesla is equipped to drive industry costs lower, which gives it an edge over other EV creators as per CFRA research investigation. Garrett Nelson Tesla is as yet the best positioned EV creator. The investigation accepts that Tesla isn't in any peril of a money copy, except for the organization actually has expected to have produced around $4 billion in late 2022 income when it reports final quarter income in January, having had around $21 billion toward the finish of the second from last quarter. He expressed that he thinks the stock will bounce back rapidly this year, adding that Tesla is his top pick in the midst of different automakers, and taking note of that CFRA financial analysts don't expect a downturn. Nelson referred to that Tesla exchanges at multiple times the current year's benefit gauges, which thus just calls for 25% benefit development numbers that are humble for a development organization with space to continue to grow quick. The investigation likewise referred to that after the cost cut, Tesla will see smaller overall revenue, yet will sell more vehicles. He added that this ought to broaden the organization's upper hand and make a lot more Tesla vehicles qualify for the 7,500 bureaucratic tax reduction, beside enjoying a cutthroat benefit in valuing Tesla's gigantic on-programming excessively. Also, that this is profit gauges accept no commitment from the digital truck, which Tesla is again encouraging to send off recently, in the wake of being deferred starting around 2021. In regard to this Goldman Sachs investigation, Imprint Delaney has as of late said that the vehicle conveyances should re-advance rapidly by mid-year, helped by cheaper designs at Tesla's more current processing plants and a pickup in Chinese deals. Tesla will probably increase interest while tackling independence. The automaker intends to update its vehicles' independent capacities in a fantastic style while refreshing the highlights of these vehicles, fully intent on making them completely independent in the blink of an eye for over 2 years. Tesla has been trying its FSD tech, and the vehicle organization has long offered a driver-aided framework called Autopilot that can control brakes and speed up its vehicles on highways. Yet FSD is different. It's a work in progress to expand this sort of innovation past expressways and onto roads, and assuming fruitful 10, Tesla would accomplish a mind-boggling accomplishment, which would additionally secure its place as the main EV maker. At the end of this decade, Tesla will be delivering as many EVs as it can without request. Being an issue, it will likewise keep sloping up creation at its production lines universally. While many might contend that Tesla is recording more slow vehicle requests because of EVs, it is essential to take note that estimating is an unfortunate marker for request. When there is an impetus around the bend, most EV purchasers will hang tight for a motivator tax reduction to produce results. Prior to buying an EV, its basic purchasers would prefer to stand by for however long they know that the vehicle will eventually be sold for a lower cost. Thus, as opposed to remaining stressed over Tesla's apparent decrease in popularity, it's better for financial backers to take a gander at the splendid side of things, which is the huge upper hand on valuing, which Tesla will undoubtedly keep on having. Do you think EV requests are dropping around the world? Let us in down underneath and let us know your valuation of Tesla. If you have any desire to know more about what Tesla's been doing the most recent couple of days, feel free to tap on this next video on your screen.